What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Guerlain Orchidee Imperial. So as you can see, I need to decorate my backdrop. I finally took down all of my Christmas decorations, so there's a whole lot going on behind here. But that is coming, don't worry. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that Guerlain is probably my favorite beauty company. I collect a lot of their fragrances, I use a lot of their skincare, I use a lot of their other products. So when I really decided to try the Guerlain products, I went into the Guerlain boutique here at Epcot at Walt Disney World. I sat down with one of the beauty advisors. They talked to me about my skin. She did a little mini facial, and she recommended all of the Orchidee Imperial products. Now, looking back, I feel like maybe I was kind of pushed into this line just for the fact that it is one of their higher end lines. So it was a bigger sale, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I don't necessarily think that I need this. I might be able to step back as far as the Guerlain skincare is concerned, but we'll get more into that as we talk about the products. So the Guerlain Orchidee Imperial products is a skincare line that's really for anti-aging. And the idea behind this is that they use the powers of a duo of orchids in order to get that anti-aging benefits of the skin. Now, Guerlain is first and foremost a perfume house. They have created other products since then. So I do want to talk about the scents of these, because if you're not a fan of fragrance in your skincare, then you might not like these. It is a very light and pleasant scent, and it blends rose, musk, and cedarwood into the scents of the products. Although I do find once you put the products on, that kind of goes away. So even if you're kind of sensitive to that, it does go away. It's just when you first put it on, there is this kind of pleasing scent that goes onto the skin. Now, the idea behind this skincare range is that fine lines are minimized, the skin regains its firmness, and the complexion is left more even and radiant. So I want to talk about the products that I have, and I want to talk about them in the order that I would use them. So first up, we have the Orchidee Imperial Cleansing Foam. One of the things I really love is the packaging. I love the blue and the gold. I actually really love this foam. It's one of the things that I still have some left. I don't know, probably a third of this is still left. And I bought all these products back in like May of 2018. So they've lasted me a good while. But I found with this, you'd only need like the tiniest little bit, like the size of a pea or a pearl, maybe even smaller than that. Because when you apply a little bit of water to that, it foams up really well on the skin. The first couple times I used it, I used way too much and it took forever to rinse off. So I discovered that I needed to cut back the amount that I was using because it foams up like crazy. It does an amazing job of cleansing the skin without drying the skin. Even after you rinse this off before moisturizer, your skin is just left very soft, very radiant. And that's one of the key things that I really noticed about this whole entire skincare line, is that everything that I used, my skin was really soft, but also glowing. And again, it just has that really soft, pleasing scent of the rose. I mean, there's not too much you can really talk about a cleansing foam. Now, I do want to mention the price of all of this. This is definitely a very high-end luxury skincare line. This is 125 milliliters and it retails for over $100. So it's about $115 for this. I've looked at a couple other sites and it seems like it's sold out. So I don't know if they're reformulating this product or it's just sold out. They did come out with the Orchidee Imperial Black, which is even higher end than this and supposed to be more effective as far as anti-aging benefits. So I don't know if this is going to be replaced or not. I hope not, because I actually really love this cleanser. So next up, we're going to talk about the Orchidee Imperial Night Revitalizing Essence. As you can see, this is a biphase or duo phase product. There's two different products. So before using, you give this a shake, you apply a couple drops into the hand, and this gets pressed into the skin. Again, beautiful packaging. This is a blue glass bottle. We have the little gold top. This gold top is actually like magnetic. so it stays in place really well. And this is just something that looks beautiful on your vanity. But it doesn't matter how good the packaging or how beautiful it looks on your vanity, does it work? So let's talk about this one. This product is meant to be used at night to detoxify and revitalize your skin. Again, this has the same scent of the rose, musk, and cedarwood, so that's kind of the same throughout the skincare line. So the idea behind this is that when you use it at night, you wake up in the morning and your skin looks more revitalized. It's supposed to look brighter. It's not supposed to look as tired, not as dull. But to be honest, you can see I still have like half of this. Every time I used it, I didn't really feel anything and I didn't really see anything the next day. To me, it's just kind of like a fancy toner. I don't think it did anything. So for the price, it's like I just expected more. So this is definitely not a product I would buy again. I shouldn't even tell you guys how much this costs. You know, people use that, what is that, the SK2, that essence, and they rave about it, and that's a very expensive product. So this is supposed to be similar to that, but like I said, I'm just not impressed. I'm gonna finish it up because I don't want to waste it, but this was like $230. And it didn't do anything. So this is a complete bust. I would never buy this again, and I can't believe I spent that much money on something that is just basically like a fancy toner. Let's just say that when I sat down and I did this little facial and I bought all the skincare products, I had a couple trips around World Showcase at Epcot and had just a far too many cocktails. So yes, I was just throwing money at the skincare. You know, I looked at it, it sparkled, it drew me in, and I'm a sucker for pretty packaging and skincare, and I went a little crazy. Now that I've used the products, I know what works, I know what doesn't work, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end about what I would repurchase and if I'm going to. So next up, we're gonna talk about the cream. Again, we have this really beautiful packaging. This was actually in a discovery set. So we paid for the cream and we got a small size of an eye cream and a serum included with this. I loved the eye cream and the serum. The samples were so small that I didn't get enough uses to really see like the effectiveness of it, but I did like the texture of both of them, as well as how my skin felt immediately after using them and even the next day after. So I definitely think those are something I would want to try in a full size. They're very expensive. Again, the serum I think is like $250, but again, this is a high-end luxury skincare brand. So, I mean, they're comparable to other brands that are up there. So what we have here is the Orchid De Imperial cream. So this is the top with the Guerlain logo. It's in a blue glass. One of the things I have to say, as much as I love this packaging and I think it's beautiful and it looks gorgeous sitting on a vanity, I was terrified the whole entire time that I used this that I was gonna drop this and break this glass, and we're talking $450. $450. If I dropped this and broke this and wasted $450 worth of cream, I would have lost my shit. But I never did. So I would like to see maybe this be some kind of a plastic and then keep the gold lid. Every time I use this, I would hold my breath and be very careful and slow in hopes that I didn't drop it and break it. Now, this is a very rich, luxurious cream. It's meant for all skin types. Again, it has the duo orchids in there to give you those anti-aging benefits. It's supposed to improve the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, as well as increasing firmness in the skin. And again, we have that scent of the orchid, the rose, the white musk, and the cedar. Oh, it's such a gorgeous scent. I just love the way it smells. Is this $455 cream from Guerlain worth it? Yes, it is. Of all the products, whenever I would use this, I don't know, and I would use the tiniest bit because I wanted to really savor it and not use it up because it is so expensive. I would use the tiniest bit, and literally the next day, my skin was amazing. It was so soft, it was radiant, it had this very healthy glow. It looked plumped, Fine lines were diminished. I mean, everything they say, it definitely happened with this cream. Now, I did a lot of experimenting with different serums, without serums, just to kind of see like the benefits of this. And I tell you, whenever I would use this, my skin would look the best it ever does on the day after. Not like sometimes I would go to bed and just do this because I was like, well, what if it was with that serum that I used with it? So a couple times I would just use this, and I'm telling you, it was this cream is amazing. Absolutely love it. Definitely one of my top skincare products ever. I will definitely buy this again, but I'll get to that in a minute. We have one more product I want to talk about. And you guys have heard me rave about this product before. It's the Guerlain Orchidee Imperial Brightening and Perfecting UV Protector with SPF 50. This little guy retails for about $150, but I honestly don't think I paid that much. It's very similar packaging to the cleansing foam. We have the blue plastic tube with the little gold cap. I really don't think I paid $150 for this. I thought it was more like 50. I could be way off, but I only use this on days I know that I'm gonna get a lot of sun exposure. So I use a smaller SPF just kind of every day. This is a bit much for an everyday SPF. So I saved the SPF 50 for when I know I'm gonna be outside for several hours and I need a bit more coverage. The thing that I really like about this is that it does have a kind of almost like a pearlized effect, and it actually brightens the skin. So instead of being just like an SPF, it does so much more for your skin. So it does have that Orchidee Imperial anti-aging benefit to it as well. So you're getting some anti-aging. This is basically skincare with an SPF. It's not just a SPF. So you're getting those anti-aging benefits. It helps to reduce the appearance of dark spots as well as prevent them from happening because you're being protected from sun damage. And as I said, it has pigments and micropearls in it to really brighten and illuminate the skin. And again, same scent. It has the rose, the musk, and the cedar. Now you can see this is a little bit of like a color to it. But when you put that on the skin, it definitely goes away. I have a lot of this left. A little bit of this goes a long way, and there's not a lot of days where I'm actually outside for long periods of time, unless we're going to the parks. So this is gonna last me forever. This is another product I will definitely buy again. I just put a little bit on over my moisturizer. It blends in beautifully. It really kind of smooths and brightens the skin. It makes your skin look very luminous. And then you get that SPF 50 protection. So this is an amazing product. All right, so let me give my final thoughts. So overall, do I think the Orchidee Imperial line is amazing? Kind of in between. As you can tell, there's a couple products I didn't really love. There's a couple products that I absolutely loved. I do think some of them are a bit pricey for what they are, but we are talking about Guerlain. It is a luxury skincare and beauty brand. So the cleansing foam I actually really like. I don't know if I would buy it again because I'm sure there's other cleansing foams out there that I could get for less that would probably work about the same. I mean, let's be honest, it's just a cleansing foam. There's not too much more it's gonna be able to do other than cleanse your skin. I don't believe in miracle product claims saying that a cleansing foam is gonna, prevent aging in my skin. I highly doubt that. I don't believe in it. If I had the money to spend, I would definitely pick this product up again because I did like it. I just think that there's so many other cleansers in the market that are less expensive that I would probably rather try than this. The Night Revitalizing Essence, if you guys already heard, I just think this is kind of like a joke. I can't believe I spent this much money on something that really doesn't do anything. So if you've been thinking about this, I would highly recommend that you just pass it up. It's just a fancy toner. It doesn't really do anything and it's super expensive. The best part of it is it just looks pretty. Now, the Orchidee Imperial Cream. Would I buy this again? Abso-effing-lutely. This cream is amazing. As I said, every time I put it on, the next day my skin is looked better than it ever has. I really, really, really believe that this cream had a lot to do with that. It wasn't the other serums and products that I was using, it was this cream. Now, the thing is, I don't know if I'm gonna be buying this again right now. I do want to try some of the other Guerlain skincare that is a less expensive range, which is the Abiel Royale line. So I kind of want to try that line, which is a little bit less. For instance, the cream in that line is about $100 or more, just a tiny bit over $100, whereas this is $450. So big difference. Both lines really help with hydrating the skin, anti-aging. So I kind of want to compare. If I don't like that one, I might go back to this. And honestly, this might be the only real like Guerlain skincare product that I keep as a like regular in my skincare routine. So highly, highly recommend this. If you've had doubts about spending the money, don't. It's worth it. A little bit goes a long way. Like I said, I bought this back in April or May. It's now January, so that's a good amount of time for a cream. And the UV Brightening and Perfecting Protector, I would definitely buy this again. I have a lot left in here, so this is gonna last me a while, but when this goes, I am gonna be replacing it because I like the idea of having that SPF 50 protection as well as something that is working on anti-aging. So it is skincare that's giving you more benefits than just protecting. So this I would definitely buy again. If you guys have any questions or comments on any of these products or any of the other Guerlain products, drop those in the comments below. I look forward to connecting with you guys. Don't forget to follow me on social media. All those links are in the description box to this video. And I look forward to connecting with you guys in future videos. Stay fabulous. Bye.